Welcome to some of my favorite tips and activities to work on leash manners and generally just have a better walking experience with your dog by providing activities that work on thoughtful movement. So this is Brody. Brody is a little bit older, so I have to modify the plan a little bit for him. But what we're doing is we are just doing some intervals walking up and down hills. Olive here is younger and a little bit more active. So we are just using a set of stairs to work on placement, such as heel, and having her stay close to me. But then also challenging her brain and her body at the same time by adding in the element of the stairs. This is Nala. So what we're doing is we're just doing some balancing activities. And I'm showing you guys a variety of dogs with varying abilities and confidence levels. So this is Olive again. She is super athletic and super brave. So it was no problem to ask her to get up on top of the log and then be able to move on top of the log. Your dog may or may not be okay with this, and that is totally fine. This is a goal that you guys can work towards, or if your dog is not okay with being up on the log, then we can do other activities. This is Brutus. He's a very active dog. So we actually found this little workout circuit that's actually for humans. So what I'm just doing is I'm just having him do various activities. And then we're back to Nala. So we are using the rocks for her to climb up and down them. And this is also where you can incorporate other things. Like now we're working on a stand stay, recall, and you can also work on sit stay and down stay. So this is Mr. Rippy. He's a very active guy too. So we found a larger set of steps. So what we're working on here is we're just working on going from being stationary to movement. This is really good for working on impulse control and having him pay attention and follow directions and work closely with me. This little girl is Olive. She is extremely active and extremely spunky. So what I did is I just found some, I don't even know what those are called. They're just like those little parking blocks. And so what I'm doing is I am just having her either walk or jump, her choice, over these. And it just provides a little bit more exercise and movement for her and makes her think a little bit more. And then back to Brutus. So Brutus is super confident in his abilities to use his body. So this is probably more of an advanced exercise. But it's also something where if you see something that you want to incorporate into your walk or play on, you can simply ask your dog if they might be interested in playing with it. And they might say no, they might say yes, but you don't know if you don't ask. And also keep in mind that you don't necessarily always have to work on skills when you're out on your walks. You can simply just use things that are around your house or your backyard. So for Gus, we're just using a bench to work on jumping, paws up, off. I don't think we do it in this video, but you can also work on having your dog go underneath the item too. And now we're just working on some of his sits and downs and some stays. This is Yoshi. She's another athletic youngster. She's also super confident and brave. So something that we're actually working on with her is encouraging her to slow down. So that's why we're working on paws up and on and then off. And I'm putting her on this very narrow cement block. So then she really has to focus on where she's going and has to be deliberate with the placement of her feet. You can see she gets a little excited a few times. This is Gus again. And he actually surprised me because I wasn't expecting him to jump from rock to rock. But we will often make a pit stop at these rocks to play on them, so I just kind of went with it. So, and if anything, for Gussie today, what we were working on is encouraging him to slow down because there were a few times where he was going a little too fast and then he got tangled in the leash. So this is just something where you just want to work with your dog. So we don't ever want to force our dogs to do something that they don't want to do or something that they're not comfortable with. But Gus said, yes, I would love to play on the rocks. So play on the rocks we will. And Gus says, okay, friends, thank you so much for joining us and watching our video. Have a good day.